This episode of Trips to the Store has been brought to you with the help of viewers like you. Transmissions wouldn't be the show it is today if it wasn't for all of your support. Join our Patreon today at transmissionspodcast.com/support.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the awesome Transformer stuff we got this week. This video is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check that out at our website, transmissionspodcast.com. We do 2 shows every week. Every Wednesday is Transmissions, a show all about Transformers, toys, and merchandise, and Trips to the Store is a part of that. Then every Friday is Transmissions Alt Mode, which is all about Transformers, comics, and media. This week, we are reviewing Transformers number 37. So we're trying to catch up a little bit, but the comics keep coming out. So it's hard to catch up when they keep releasing new comics.
It's a better situation to be in than to have a drought.
That's true.
I have a feeling
As
it'll
always,
stop soon.
yo, oh, oh, As always, Transmissions is powered by you. So thank you to everyone out there who continue to support us on Patreon and PayPal. We really appreciate it. If you'd like to become a donatron supporting Transmissions, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. That's where you can sign up. You can also help us out by buying merchandise from our TeePublic store. That's at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. Anything you buy from TeePublic through that link will help us out. I know it's close to Christmas, so probably if you order stuff now, it's not going to get there in time. But Boxing Day, New Year's gifts, I don't know.
Look at you mentioning Boxing Day. Wow, I'm impressed.
Hey, just because I don't care about your culture doesn't mean I'm not aware of it. Doesn't mean I'm not aware of it.
We'll say this is a TeePublic shirt, not one of our podcast ones, but I bought it through our link.
I got one.
Darryl's got a Transmission
Yeah.
shirt though. Mike
Wiki's
is
out
not.
of it.
Mike is cold over here. So I need a sweatshirt.
We have
Which
sweatshirts
Public
too.
has.
Yes.
And very, very warm sweatshirt.
Okay, let's start off and show off the stuff we got. I'm going to go first because I don't have anything new this week, but I do still have stuff I'm trying to get rid of. And so here is War for Cybertron Siege 6-gun. He's a cool little figure. He's a weaponizer. He comes apart. You can make him weapons for all your other War for Cybertron figures. And you could use him if you have that Metroplex from a few years ago. He's he can be an accessory to your Metroplex. So lots of opportunity for this guy. I still have the instructions. Oh, that's upside down. I still have the instructions. It's still upside down. There it is. And so this can be yours. Make me an offer if you want. If you're looking for a 6-gun.
Will you
I'm
take
willing
$2?
No. Make me a reasonable offer.
I mean, I don't want to discourage you because this is obviously a brilliant idea, but has this worked yet?
No.
Okay.
Go
Right.
go to the Discord. Send me a message.
I mean, you could post them in there.
I could do
Just
that.
saying.
That might work a little bit better.
Yeah. It's also a substitute for not having anything for trips to the store.
The truth comes out.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take the spotlight off me and shift it over to Jeremy.
All right. I have the second one of the Golden Disc collection. So
Oh wow.
see the boxes coming together.
Oh, it's going to make a picture.
Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be, but you know. So the second one is Autobot Jackpot with Autobot sights. Jackpot. Basically, he's a jazz remold.
Cool.
The worst thing about this figure has been the head. I'm sure people have seen online. It is not a very good head. You can zoom in on here. You can definitely see half of the head is higher than the other half.
Wow.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Mine
I
does
didn't
that.
have the jazz mold before. I think the paint on this thing is really good. Really nice. The black and orange and yellows, they all work really well together. Sights is just this weaponizer guy that's the pterosaur turns into the axe. That flipped around. It's just a reuse of that. Nothing special. But I mean, I didn't have this jazz mold before, and saw this, and it's a really good looking figure. So I mean, nothing much more to say about it. But I'm happy to have him. So I think that is all I got.
Okay, now we've got our last two guys. I think we're gonna do dueling dueling TFcon hauls. So Mike's got some of his haul from back in October, and Daryl's got his haul from TFcon Toronto just this last week. So have at it, guys.
Darryl, I think you need to start us off because I already started showing some of my TFcon stuff where you haven't.
Sure. I'll start it off real easy. This is Transformers Wreckers, Treads and Circuits, number 3. A nice, easy one. Cover A. And so I picked this one up this week. So this is the cover I got here. And I have started it. Mike, your turn.
I am showing off a Combiner Wars Trailbreaker. You may remember
He got his
from
name back.
yeah, you may remember a while back. I believe it was Dr. Pants who helped me get a first aid, and I have made significant progress in putting together the custom combiner that I was going to be building. So that is the first piece.
Very cool. I will go next with one of the sketch covers that I got done at TFcon. I got 2 done. And this is my Alex Milne sketch cover on a Venom sketch book. And this was a very, very cool sketch that he did. The cover is black, and he did the entire sketch in whiteout. So it just looks amazing. So
Wow.
Yeah, it's very cool. I'm gonna get a high-res scan of it eventually when I can get some room in here. I'm actually kind of happy Mike and I were doing this because I need to get through all this crap so I can put it away. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, but so I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. Alex is a guy who's got more talent in his little finger than I do in my entire body. So,
is that something you might consider getting CGC'd?
I don't know. I mean
just for the protective.
They'd have to. I've got so many of them now. So if I did one, I'd have to do them all. And plus, they'd have to witness him doing it to get any kind of verification on it. So probably not.
Okay. Is that really how that works with sketch covers? They actually need to see them doing it, or like a video or something?
They have to actually be present when it's being done. Yeah, at least at the end,
or when they sign it.
Yeah, so they can actually be verified. Yeah.
Well, unfortunate. Well, since we can show off things that are not Transformers related, I am going to show off my Necco Goliath figure.
That's very
from
cool.
Gargoyles.
I've seen a lot of people getting these lately, and I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty awesome. It's for those of you who do collect like the Marvel Legends stuff or like the that size class from DC. This guy actually does fit that size class pretty well because he's supposed to be like a 7 foot tall figure, and it fits perfectly well with that scale too. So very, very happy. The wings are a bit insane because they're just massive and giant, and most of the package was the wings. But I am told that future figures are actually going to come with like the folded wings for like some of the characters. So like the dog Bronx, he is going to come with the folded wings for Goliath. So that's nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Back to you.
All right. Well, I got 2 sketch covers done, and I'm going to show the second one. This is done by Andrew Griffith, and he took the whole weekend to do it, and I'm glad he did because this is Detective Comics number 1000, and he knocked this one out of the park. This is
Twitter.
it was on my Twitter. You see it on my Twitter. It is absolutely amazing, and he put a lot of work into this. And for anyone who doesn't, who's always kind of been on the fence about getting sketch covers done, this is the reason why you do it. This thing was just blank, and now it's a piece of art, and that's it really is amazing, and it looks so good, really amazing. So thanks again to Andrew and Alex for doing sketch covers for me at the show. They really turned out really nice.
That one is amazing.
It's very, very good. They did a great job. Yeah.
I might not be able to compete just for a volume alone because I already burned my way through all the comics that I got at the con and the comics that y'all saved for me. But
I'm not going to show the ones I got signed. I got 25 comics signed.
Jesus. I got just the other week the Transformers deck building game, which I am hoping to try out at some point soon, without the promos because I was the not one of the lucky few to get a case of promos. So if you're not familiar with that story, apparently there was some shipping problems with the promos, and the people who got the promos, instead of getting 1 pack, they got a case of the promos.
Oh.
And Renegade was sent out an email kind of like panicking. It's like, hey, you know what? Our community is so great. We'll give you shipping. Why don't you send the extras back to us so we can get them out to all the other fans that need it? So I don't ever expect to see them. But yes, Transformers deck building game. I am hoping to play it soon. I know a couple of people in our Discord have managed to get a hold of it already. And yeah, looks fun. It looks a little bit complicated, to be honest. Like the rules are no joke, but we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, it was talked about during TFcon, and I think Vangelis was one of the guys who got a case. So
nice. Nice.
Yeah, so he I don't know what he's doing about it. I think he's pretty honest, so he's probably giving it back. But yeah, it was discussed. It was definitely brought up. All right, I'm gonna go into my first actual toy, and I'm gonna show this off. I'm showing this off because it's Transformers adjacent, and I'm showing it because Jeremy's gonna get a kick out of it. I bought this thing, and it's came in a Voltron box. It's from a company called Microcosmos, and the figure's name is Elvis. And he's a legend scale, fully transformable, converting, whatever you want to call it, combining Voltron figure.
That's nice. I bet he has a hunk of blazing sword.
He's really awesome, and there's a whole bunch of extra parts and stuff with him. He is fully articulated. He's really great. I haven't actually disassembled him to put him into the lions, the individual lions yet, but really he's fantastic. I'm getting a lot of different poses out of him. He can do the superhero pose, like the superhero landing pose, but he's awesome. I can't remember what I spent on him. I think he was $100 and something, but it's kind of worth it. I mean, he's tiny, but there's a lot in here. So yeah, he's pretty cool.
That's what she said.
I mean, you say he's tiny, but he is like as big as your face. I mean, he's.
Well, yeah.
I mean, tiny relatively. You know. I
Well,
mean,
he's like half.
Yeah. So I'm on my shoulder. He's you know,
still a good size.
I wrote to somebody. I posted it in the Voltron thread on Reddit this week. So he's 16 centimeters tall, or 6.3 inches of your Neanderthal measurements. But he's awesome. He's really great. Back to you.
So an impulse buy at the at TFcon Baltimore was this guy. Whoa, he's slipping. And that is the Ace Hitter figure from Fans Toys. Fans Toys, did I get that right?
Yep. Or Fans Hobby.
Fans Hobby. That's right. That's right. And yeah, I was kind of just going back and forth at I think it was the Chosen Primes booth, and just kind of going back and it's like, hey, like what should I get? Because this was before I found the Soundwave that I showed off last time I was on the show. And it's like, all right, yeah, you know what? I want to pick up like a third party figure here. Just, something a bit light. I don't need something huge this time. And a lot of people were recommending the this mold along with the Windblade and the Minerva and the Nightbeat. So so all of them. And everyone kept on saying that out of all of them, this is the better one. So yeah, I picked it up. It was on sale, I think, for like, I don't know, 70 or something like that, 70 or 80. So
it's a good price.
Deal. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I was really, really happy with it. The joints are a tiny bit on the loose side, but that is fixable. But yeah, just an absolutely beautiful looking figure, perfect masterpiece scale. And it hits like everything I didn't know I needed for it. And it's like, yeah, this is like, yeah, absolutely. Love it. Now I'm looking forward to getting the cab and picking up the Nightbeat.
Very cool. I almost impulse bought that one as well. Well, I saw it sitting there a few times and it was $90 Canadian. So yeah.
A little pricey, but honestly,
it works out to be the same.
Yeah, honestly, it's so worth it. I mean, like I said, this is an impulse buy for me, and I don't regret it at all. And I've done some impulse buys at cons that I immediately regret. Not this one. Back to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna put both of these in one because they're kind of similar, and I have a feeling you're running out of stuff. It's so we want to get this, get us through here. These are Micromaster Combiners, and they are, I guess they're reissues, but they came out in the Cybertron line. We've got 6 Train and 6 Turbo. Where are they here? So I got these from the same vendor. 6 Turbo is missing a hand and a gun, but I have been in contact with who I bought it with, and they found it. So we're gonna meet up, and I'm gonna get that. So they are both going to be complete, and I'm really happy with these. These are kind of fun. I never really kind of searched out these things, but then when I saw them sitting on the table, I was kind of like, oh, these things, huh? And they said, yeah, well, I can give you both of them for $80. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm in. So,
oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah, so I picked up both of these things.
I think I have one or maybe both of those as well. They're fun, but combiner is kind of in quotes because you're connecting them to a frame.
Not a lot of articulation after the fact, yeah. So they look cool, and they're
more like GoBot combiners.
Exactly, they're gonna stand on a shelf somewhere and just kind of just be. But they're neat. So they're kind of getting the original Japanese ones is just it's not possible. They're they're ghosts. So yeah. But yeah, these ones are accessible, and now I have them, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, these ones.
I have the 6 Turbo. I like that one. I also have the 6 Wing and the 6 Builder, the Constructicon, the colored version of the construction ones. I never found the the train one, and it's like every once in a while I check eBay for it, and the prices are like, oh, I want to say it's like 15 to 20 per piece, and it's like, oh god, I can't justify that. Like, I want to complete the set, but no, that
Well-
what you got for like 40 for it. Oh man, that's a great price.
Well, because I bought both of them, the guy threw in the Aerial Bots one, and all the joining pieces are gold plastic. So he's essentially just he's garbage. So
I wonder if someone could 3D print.
I'm sure you could, but I'm not super, crazy about doing it. It's it's Superion, and most of the stuff is smashed up anyway, so it's whatever. It was free.
Mine are still in one piece, so that's a little concerning now. Hey, whatever works, right? All right. So, for those of you who are incredibly loyal listeners and have watched every episode, you may remember that I picked up the Battlecore Optimus Prime from Combiner Wars months and months back. But I finally got the upgrade kit that I needed for him, the Primo Vitalis, I believe, upgrade kit for it. To turn him into like the Nova Prime, and oh, he is a beautiful, beautiful figure. Look at that.
It's very cool.
It is just gorgeous. This guy is going to be like the big centerpiece to the combiner I'm putting together. I got him now. I got Trailbreaker. I got First Aid. I just got to find 2 more pieces. I got to find a what was it? A Streetwise, I believe, and I forget the other one. Oh no, I have the other one. It was an extra off-road. That's right. So yeah, all I need to find out left now is a Streetwise, which is gonna be pricey, and then probably an upgrade kit for the feet and the hands. And then my combiner will be done, and I will show him off then as well. But yeah,
You're
look
going to
at that.
use this as the combiner torso?
Yep,
Oh, cool.
that's what it was designed for.
Yeah.
The wings for it, like they connects to the side of the hips to like form like these almost like samurai inspired armor pieces that kind of like sit over the sides, or you can set them up on the back for like giant wings. But honestly, I like the kind of side plating look a bit better. So
Okay.
yeah.
Huh.
But yep, that was the entire reason I got this set, because I wanted to do it as the combiner torso.
Did you have any issues getting the pin out?
Oh yeah, God, that took me forever. I actually need to get some help from a friend who had some some hardware for it to do that, because that pin was awful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did it in my basement, and I thought I broke the figure, but luckily enough, I didn't.
Yeah, so did I. It's like, son of a bitch. Yeah, the pin was awful. Back to you.
Okay, so
All right, guys, I'm giving you guys the wrap it up symbol here. So
I got one more.
We'll do one more round.
Mike's got one more.
I got one more.
Okay, well, I got 2 more then. I'm going to skip a few and go to 2 more. This guy I got a pretty good deal on him. He was I didn't think I'd see him, but I saw him and I asked, and they said, "Oh, he's $200." And I'm like, $200? I can't say no to $200. And he's missing his gun, so I think I can maybe find it, but frankly, you really don't need it with this guy. This is G1 Star Saber.
Nice.
Oh man.
Very cool.
So everything else is here. The sword blade is intact, and there's a little chrome damage, but not a big deal. It's all here. He looks great. The white is it's pretty good. He's not too yellowed. He's in good shape. It's a G1 Star Saber. Wow. And yeah, I've taken them. I've transformed them a couple times. The elevator gimmick works really well. Just damn. So this is one of the figures that was at the show that, I think it must be the fact the HasLab, stuff is, they did Star Saber or Victory Saber, but G1 Star Sabers were everywhere as far as, like they were all over the place, and as well as Victory Leos were everywhere. And so when I saw this and the guy said, yeah, $200, and I'm like, yeah, okay, here, $200. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy to have a G1 Star Saber. Now I got to find a place to put it. It's got to go in one of these cabinets. It's too cool to not just be hanging out here loose.
Certainly. Okay, so my last piece, speaking of Star Saber, I got myself the Planet X Cadmos, the Molomisi inspired Star Saber, the dangerous,
very cool.
murderous one. Yeah. This is easily among one of my favorite like third party figures, because this is just absolutely beautiful looking. Super well articulated. The transformation is pretty intuitive. It's a little complicated, especially on the legs, but for the most part, everything snaps into place really, really nicely. And I am really, really looking forward to when they do a Victory Leo on this, so I can combine those two. But yeah, this is absolutely beautiful looking figure. Certainly one of the a big highlights of the collection. But yeah, Planet X Cadmos.
That's
Got
very
some
cool.
Got some Star Saber love on this cast, this tell you, don't we?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, then the last figure that I have for the show is the one that I assumed I'd never ever see, let alone buy, and this was the one that I just I got an amazing deal on it. It's because it was damaged. The vendor showed me. It is boxed, which is ridiculous. And he took it out of the box to show me how good the figure was, and there was damage on the figure. So it was going to be much more pricey. And then he said, "Oh, I can't." He's like, "I can't sell it like this." And I said, "Well, wait a minute. What do you want to do with it? Like, I mean, I'm still interested because I can deal with damage and stuff like that." And he's like, "Well, if you give me $100 and it's yours." I'm like, "Done." So
But he didn't know it was damaged before he pulled it out.
no. So I have a complete in-box Star Convoy.
Wow.
What's the damage?
So on the side of the figure right here, you can see it. Some kind of plastic. The plastic is melted, and it's done it on both sides.
Huh.
Now,
Really
according to the vendor,
Too close to the fire in the fireplace.
Yeah, according to the vendor, this back piece, this leg section, is probably the easiest one to replace because people had these figures and then they they would bust the front or the top and then they'd just be left with parts, and the biggest part is the bottom leg bit, and that would be the only piece that would kind of survive. So I'm going to look around for it just to see. There's potential that somebody tried to glue some stickers on and that's what's done it. But I don't really know. I got this thing for $100. This came in its box.
Even the box is in good shape too. Look at that.
Well, I mean, it's covered in tape, so it's all Scotch tape. So it's good
again,
enough.
It's still a pretty good looking box. I mean,
yeah. The styrofoam has got everything, including the little Micromaster Hot Rod.
Nice.
And this is my first one of these things. I've never had one of those before. Some kind of transport. It doesn't transform or anything. It's just there.
It's a launcher, I think, isn't it, or something like that?
It has some kind of launch gimmick in it. Yeah. All the paperwork is here, including the kind of toy catalog from the Takara line at the time. It's huge. Like it folds out to be really, really big and long. But all the rest of the like the guns and accessories and stuff are in there. He has an accessory to the red piece there to attach to Grandis. when the guy said this, he's like, if you get a Grandis, you can attach them to it. And I'm like, Grandis? Who are you talking to? I'm not going to get a Grandis. There's like 5 in the world. So
I mean, $100. I mean, honestly, you could spend $100 just for like the box and the insert. Honest.
Yeah, this was the steal of the show for me. I'm pretty impressed with this thing. It damage aside, it's a Star Convoy. I've seen pictures of this. I've never actually seen one in person, and then I walked out of the show with one. So
I mean,
I'm pretty happy with
other
it.
than the damage pieces, like the colors and stickers and stuff look really good.
Oh, it's amazing. It's the thing is mint. Like the thing is in mint condition, other than the damage, obviously. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
have you transformed it yet?
Yes, I did. This section back here is a battery motorized section, and it still works. So
wow.
So yeah, in his truck mode, which sucks. I mean, this guy he's a brick, like the definition of a brick. This guy is a total brick, but he does what he's supposed to do. So he does move along the ground and do all the sorts of Star Convoy things that you'd want him to do. But
that's what she said.
Star Convoy, and now I'm the biggest Japanese Transformers fan on the show now. These are all titles that can be bought, gentlemen. You just gotta want it. So there you go.
How many Star Sabers you got anyway?
Oh, I've got the G1. I've got the Masterpiece.
Okay.
I've got some kind of e-hobby exclusive. That's the Nemesis one. It's a black one.
That doesn't count.
And I've got a Kabaya kit one.
Okay.
And then I've got the HasLab one. It's coming in.
Well, you don't have the HasLab one yet.
Yet, but it's paid for.
Well, he's paid for it.
So.
That's what I count, huh?
It's like I've got 2 Unicrons, but only one here. Yeah. So I've got a lot of Star Sabers. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I still have some stuff left over. So I guess next week or the week after, whenever we're back live. So, yeah.
Well, glad I could help you out and burn through a lot of stuff for you.
Yes. Now I gotta spend some time and figure out where the hell I'm putting this shit.
Longest trip to the store ever.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
It was.
All right. Well, that's it for trips to the store. Thanks everyone for watching. And again, want to remind you that if you want to support Transmissions, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. That's where you can sign up either on Patreon or PayPal. If you want to leave us feedback, go to transmissionspodcast.com/feedback. That's where you can leave us voicemails, emails, hit us up on social media, even comment right below in this YouTube video as well. And yeah, let us know, because we like getting feedback and we will sometimes respond to it. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, all.
Later.